Hello, Kimi Gente. Welcome back to another video. And My Hero Wants Justice has been officially out for 4 months now, if you count from when it released in Japan all the way up until now. And I wanted to kind of just talk about the game and how it's held up and answer a lot of the questions that I've been asked about the game ever since the release. So the first thing that people asked me just straight off, right, was, is the game worth it? Is the game worth the $60? And I always told people no, because the reality of the situation is that Wants Justice only has one mode where you can have fun. And granted, it's my opinion. I think that's my opinion. But most people that I've talked to that have the game, they tell me they never touch arcade mode unless they want to get the unlockable like player card so they can put it on their online profile. They never have touched like mission battle unless they want the customization. You get what I mean? Like everything that you do aside from online, you do it for the purpose of online, right? Which is the customization options and, you know, pimping out your player card and whatnot. So I would say that the only worthwhile thing in Wants Justice is the online net play. That's all it is. When the game first came out and I did a review on the game, I told people, listen, at most, I would put this game at $40. If this game was $40 on launch, I would recommend it 100%. Okay, 100%. Now, let me just give you guys a disclaimer really quickly. For those of you guys that are still on the fence about getting the game, I don't know if you're interested or not. It's very hard for me to recommend games that I do videos on because my situation is a lot different than most people. First of all, a lot of the times I get review codes for the game, right? Meaning that I get the game for free, basically. What happened with Wants Justice was that my homie Kabuki bought me the game, right? A friend of mine bought me the game, the Japanese version. And then when the English version came out, Bandai Namco gave me a code. You get what I mean? Like I never, ever paid for the game. I paid for the DLC, but that was it. So when I recommend something to you guys, I try to be as objective as possible because it is very hard for me to answer a question regarding a game I'm playing when I just started playing that game, right? Like, let's just say right now, right? You had Jump Force in your hands, and you got it for free. Think about that really quickly. And then somebody asked you, is it worth $60? And you're having the time of your life playing this game on the first day of release, right after you got it for free. If you think about that scenario, automatically your head would think, yeah, I'd probably tell them, yeah, it's worth it, right? Because the game so far is fun, and most of that might be the honeymoon phase, meaning that because the game is new and you just got it, and then the added bonus of it being free, that could easily cloud your judgment, right? So I always tell people, like I was telling people, hey, listen, man, just as a disclaimer, dog, I don't know, I'm a YouTuber. You know, I make money from the videos I do on this game, so it's kind of like, it's very hard for me to tell them, yeah, just get it. It's worth the $60. I was trying to be as honest as possible when I got the game, and I said, I would maybe pay tops $40 for this game. But that was when it first released. Now that the game is 4 months old, I would say get it. If it's $25, that's the most you should pay, $25. Right now, like, if you go on Amazon, it's like $50 brand new, and I still don't feel like you should pay for that, but if you really want to get the game, if you're a big fan of My Hero, I don't think you'll be disappointed. You know what I mean? I really don't think you'll be disappointed. I think that if you're going into it casually, as like a casual My Hero fan, and not as like a big fan of it, you might feel that, you know, that $60 in your pocket at some point within the next week or two, right? Because it's something that you have to be a big fan of to enjoy at the current time. The second question that people ask me about is the player base. You know, they always ask me about the player base in the game, and if there's like a lot of people playing, or does it take too long to find a match? And the answer is no. It doesn't take too long to find a match. You usually just click on the matchmaking button, and it'll lob you into a lobby with somebody that's trying to match up to. And so far, I've been taking breaks from the game, but every time I go into you know, recording or whatever, or if I just want to chill out and play, I usually find a match pretty quickly. So it's not a big problem right now. A lot of people are still playing this. Of course, disclaimer again, it depends on the console that you get it on, right? If you get this game on PC, most likely you're not going to find people that easily, because a lot of people have told me, hey, I got it on PC, I'm a pretty high rank, and I can't get into a match. It's very hard to play at a high rank because the way the matchmaking works, I guess, on PC is that it matches you up with people that are around your rank. So if there ain't nobody online that's around your rank, you're not gonna get matched up with anybody. So the player base for PC is pretty much dead. And this is, again, I'm gonna give you guys as a warning: never get an anime game on PC. If it's a single player game, sure. If your computer can handle it, sure. If we're talking about an online anime fighter, don't get it on PC. The player base will die, and if the player base doesn't die, usually what ends up plaguing the game is things like mods and people using like God mode and shit. I mean, Xenoverse is kind of like a good example of that. Now, this last thing I'm gonna talk about is something that people have asked me since the beginning of the game being out, and that is, should I get Jump Force or My Hero Wants Justice? I never understood this question because when the game had first been out, there was a 4-month window before Jump Force was gonna release, right? So My Hero came out in America on October, right? It was almost September because it came out like late October. And Jump Force comes out middle of February, okay? So there's like a 4-month difference there. And people were asking me if they should get one game or the other, and I'm sitting here like, dude, 4 months should be more than enough time for you to collect $60 more and buy the game. So like, you could buy both games, no problem, because 4 months, that's literally a third of a fucking year. That's a lot of, and chances are, if you have it, if you're able to play online, if you have an internet connection, if you're able to have the luxury of playing video games, it's not like you're dirt poor, right? And if you're choosing between buying one game or the other, chances are you got enough funds to buy games in the first place. So I always tell people, don't ask me that, because it's weird. If you want to get both because you have enough time to get the money out. And that's just an assumption, right? I don't know people's financial situation, so I can't sit here and act like I do. But that's just how I look at it from the perspective of somebody that has a luxury, because playing video games is a luxury. Like, regardless of what people tell you, that is a luxury. As it currently stands, this game is 4 months old. So if you had to pick between one and the other, go with Jump Force. It's the obvious choice. I mean, obviously, you're going to have to wait, what, like an extra month and a half, I think. I think it's like 40-something days left until the game releases. So if not 50 days, I don't know how much. I really don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's like a month and a half. So with that being said, yeah, I would go with Jump Force, simply because, first of all, you know, My Hero's been out for 4 months, like I said before. The player base, you don't know how long it's going to last. And obviously, Jump Force is going to take a lot of priority versus Wants Justice when it releases. Like, if people that bought Wants Justice got Jump Force, most likely they're going to be hopping on Jump Force before they even think about Wants Justice. That is the reality of the fact, and you got to live with it, okay? So, yeah, at this current time, I will say get Jump Force instead. Now, with everything that I've said here, okay, I hope that answered the question that you guys were looking for about Wants Justice. And I don't think I'm going to do another video like this, because by the time this game turns like 2 months old, if there's like DLC, I will do a video. If they do more DLC, I will do a video, because the reality of the matter is that this game has a potential to get more DLC, because there was a trailer that was supposed to be at Jump Festa. They never showed it, so they might release it at a later time, and then we're just gonna have to see, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed the video, though. I truly do. And let me know what you guys thought of, you know, everything we talked about. Anyways, guys, I'm out, and peace.